take off, close the garage, and then all of a sudden you remember, oh, wait a minute, forgot my helmet. I don't know why I even ride with this group. We don't know where we're going. I don't know how far I'm going. My wife asked me, where are you going today? I said, I have no idea. I don't know how much food to take. It's a totally dysfunctional group because we start out, then all of a sudden, sometimes within 2 blocks, a bunch of people decide to go in a different direction. Then all of a sudden, some people, Saturday's hero, takes off and a couple people go as fast as they do. And then before you know it, there's only 2 or 3 people left by the end of the ride. Sometimes it's just me. Talk about an idiot. Do you know what I just realized? Today is Sunday, and they don't start the bike ride at 8 o'clock, which it is now. They started at 8:30. That's why there's no one here. I feel like an idiot. So the $1 million question is, I'm gonna end up riding by myself anyway. Should I just take off, or should I ride around and wait? Over by the airport, they have a BMX track. I'm gonna come here and ride my BMX bike, and we'll see if I could still do it. The answer, in short, is probably not, because in my mind, I still think I'm 14. My joints say I'm not 14. I played Little League when I was a kid. To be quite honest, that's kind of a little bit what got me into BMX and bicycle racing and stuff like that. Is I just found it quite boring, but there wasn't enough like adrenaline. You didn't get a rush. And I originally wanted to race motorcycles, but my parents wouldn't let me get a motorcycle. And that's when BMX started in the 80s, late 70s, 80s, and that's how I got into it. All right, enough reminiscing. Let's get back and see if there's anybody that even showed up today. Not meeting at Starbucks. We're over here. Okay.
That's right, we're going through and he goes, oh, you want to watch it?
So the group dynamic of today, you can already tell from the moment you start. This is gonna be a no drop atom day. Some days you could feel totally in the ether that you're going to be riding alone. All right, Mark, since they've already dropped us and we have some time, tell us why you like SRAM better than Shimano.
SRAM, you can hook up everything Bluetooth wireless with no problems whatsoever. You don't need an app, unlike Shimano. Shimano's app pretty much sucks. Takes forever.
So you need a phone to simply make your gears work.
Yes, this is ridiculous.
And why is this?
I don't want to have to program my shifters before I go for a bike ride. That's just kind of backwards. So,
all right, so the $1 million question is, what happens when the app doesn't work and you want to go on a big ride? Do the gears just not work?
If you don't have it set up, they won't. You have to set it up from the get-go.
Because everything needs an app.
Everything nowadays. I don't want to have an app to ride my bike.
Mark was talking about Shimano and SRAM and how the differences are, and you need a flipping app to make your gears work good. And I was just thinking, they need an app to make sure your handlebars are straight. That's a problem that needs to be solved.
Yep.
Tire pressure, they need an app for tire pressure. Instead of looking down going, do I have a flat? So I will probably do Lynn down Potrero today to get some more miles in. And just like that, I'm riding by myself. Now, ironically, I thought I was probably gonna get dropped today, only to find that everybody wanted to do kind of a casual ride, and then everybody was just feeling like doing a 30-mile ride, want to do a little more. Thing is, I have the time. My kids are grown up, they don't want to be around me. I've been married over 2 decades. She's had enough of me. I can be a little hard to take. I can only paint for so long before I start to hate myself. So, this is the hobby. Had to find a little pee spot. Now we need to get through here. One thing that Thousand Oaks has that's really awesome are great parks. Also, never do a California stop because they will catch you. Now I'm gonna go down Potrero, and the key is to make sure that there are no cars in front of you. Most of the time when you go down a hill, you always think to yourself, well, I don't want cars behind me, I don't want to slow them down. But in this case, this hill is so steep, you really want to make sure that there aren't too many cars in front of you. Now coming up Potrero is also a good time, kind of like a root canal in the sense that it feels good when it's over. A lot of people don't like to go down Potrero, but I actually enjoy it. I don't go as fast as I probably could, but I always keep my speed under control. And that way I'm like 10, 15% off the maximum speed I could probably go. So I feel as though it's safe enough. Back in Camarillo. I'm a couple miles from home right now. We're at 54 miles. And out of those 54, I'm gonna say probably 15 of it was riding with the group. So why ride with the group? Well, number one, I like the guys. Number two, didn't really happen today, but it's fun for people to ride faster than you to keep you challenged, kind of forces you to get in shape. And the third and final reason is it's fun to just talk about bike crap. Because talking to anyone about bike stuff that isn't into cycling doesn't work. For example, my wife does not care about SRAM versus Shimano. So if you want to see a cool ride in Santa Barbara that we did, then wait till the end of the video, click the box right down here, and you'll be able to watch that. Today's video sponsor is Mother Good Earth, and they are a great company because they are, first of all, sponsoring this video, and second of all, they have the greatest minerals ever, and they have a philosophy of minerals come from the earth, so where do you get it? From the earth. And so watch what I'm gonna do here. We're just gonna go down. It rained the other day. You just take a nice cup here and just scoop up some mud. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this Mother Earth with water and drink it to get all the minerals that come from the earth. So you can see I just mixed it with water and all the chunky goodness is in there. Beautiful for minerals. Oh my God. Oh, screw this, I don't need the money. No more sponsorship. Okay guys, good news. I have a new sponsor, By Optimizers, and they have Magnesium Breakthrough. This actually I do use. I take 2 tablets at nighttime. It helps me sleep. It's got 7 different minerals. Now, of course, Mother Earth supplies minerals in the dirt, but it needs to come into the vegetables. And if the soil isn't good, if you're not eating organic vegetables, you're not getting as many minerals as you really should be. So that's why I take 2 tablets. It's got 500 milligrams of magnesium in it, and it's got 7 different types of magnesium. The reason I take this is for a number of reasons. It regulates my blood pressure, it keeps my heart healthy, which is an endurance athlete I really want, and it helps me sleep. It's easy on the stomach, easy to digest, no digestive trouble, and this is actually a sponsor that I can stand by. Oh man, who's gonna clean up these chunks?